It is a cold summer evening in Los Angeles, believe it or not. And how do you close cold leads? I get this question all the time. I have closed millions of dollars for Alex Hermosi, Iman Gadzhi, Thatch Nguyen, marketing agencies, and these guys are great fucking marketers. And still, 50% of the leads that I dealt with came in cold, saying things that you guys probably get on sales calls all the time. Hey, Alex, I just want to let you know I'm not here to buy anything today, or I'm just here to get more information. Or even, hey, send me an email with more information and I'll get back to you. You guys still have to be able to close those leads. That is the difference maker in your income. And I'll show you. So give me a second here. Let me put the tripod up. Now, I could start writing some fluff for you on a whiteboard, or I could show you a real life sales call of me actually dealing with an asshole cold lead. So that's what I'm gonna do. And she was actually a lovely lady. She was a girl, but I closed her for I think 7K. But I'm gonna show you guys that sales call. It's gonna be super helpful for you. And also, next time a sales guy tells you that they make more than a doctor in sales, ask them to show Stripe. So that's it. Here's the call. Bye. Okay, hello, hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I am okay. Yeah.
Beautiful. Could you hear me? Could you see me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Let me know starting off. I was going to try pronouncing your name. I'd rather ask you for the correct pronunciation here before we get going. So let me know.
Ines.
Ines.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Well, Enos, nice to meet you. My name is Alex. I've been on the Springboard team for the past 3 years now, joined as a student. Um, but yeah, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Beautiful. Where are you calling from, Enos?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Okay, you're not too far away from me.
Where are you?
I am based out of living in Southern California now at this point, so right outside of Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I hear a little bit of an accent. Where'd you move from?
I grew up in France.
Okay, beautiful. When did you
Mhm.
move from France to California?
7 years ago in 2017.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, I enjoy California.
Sounded a little questionable. Do you miss home sometimes living in France?
Yeah, I do. I mean, there are goods and bads in both,
Right.
US and
Yeah.
France. So, but I stay here, so obviously I like California.
Yeah. What are you doing
There's a
for
lot.
work out in San Francisco?
I'm a designer, product designer, so I design web application and stuff like that.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, awesome. Well, Ines, I'm looking forward to speaking. Let me know here, what was motivation for yourself with booking the call?
Well, I was trying to find a way to book like a session with I don't know how to pronounce his name, Tash,
Yeah.
or yeah. So I don't know if like there's like a way where I can maybe book a session with him, like a 1 hour or 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was trying to find that, and so that's the first thing I found is to book a call here. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, makes sense. Well, I mean, just so you know, obviously Thatch isn't on this call, right? But the purpose of these calls is to see if you're a good fit to be working with Thatch with growing your real estate portfolio within Springboard to Wealth. So, I mean, is
Mm.
that something you're looking for guidance or help with Thatch to, be able to invest into
Um,
real estate and so forth?
yeah, so I'm looking like this year I want to buy my first property, and I wanted to just have some advice and kind of some guidance into my first rental property.
Yeah.
So that's my the main reason why I'm here.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. Well, I'm excited to chat about it. And, like I mentioned as well, Enos, whole purpose of these calls is to, of course, get a better understanding of what's covered within Springboard to Wealth and what it looks like working with Thatch. So, I'm here to answer any questions you have, give you all the clarity you need. But the other reason as well, Enos, is to really gauge each potential student before we do bring them in here, meaning we don't accept everybody into Springboard. That's a good news, right? We do want to make sure we keep our network as tight knit as possible, especially because you'll be working with Thatch directly. So, just avoiding the people who may not be taking real estate seriously, or if you come into this with a horrible credit score and a bunch of credit card debt, you may not be the best fit for real estate investing. As far as what we are looking for, I mean, Enos, students that we see becoming success stories, right? So people who are coachable, they're ready and willing to learn. More importantly, ready and willing to implement what's being taught here. Because, like I mentioned, this is one of those things where Thatch will be letting you know what to do from where you are, what steps to take as you proceed. You'll be meeting with him on a weekly basis, but uh, in a sense, you could give someone all the education in the world. That doesn't mean they'll go out and apply it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
all that to say, excited to speak. I do want to see kind of what your goals are with real estate. I do have some qualifying questions as well. I was looking at your application before this. Were you a part of the webinar that we did this past week? Is that how you booked the call?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Well, I mean, you booked at a good time. So, what Thatch did in the webinar this past week, he did open up 20 seats for the mentorship in that webinar. Those classes, they do start this Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, so 7 days from now. So, the only thing that Thatch did request on my end, he wants everybody who booked a call very similar to how you did today, just to have equal opportunity to join the team. Thatch requested just to not hold any spots or positions. So he does ask me to get on the call, just one of two very honest answers. Meaning if I do see you being a right fit here, of course, I'm going to accept you onto the team. More importantly, qualify that Thatch is the right mentor for you. You could give me the yes on your side. The other answer being a no, Enos, which is completely fine if you don't see this being the right fit. Thatch would much rather get the honest no. We just can't take any answers outside of that. So once I do walk you through everything and answer any questions you have, is it okay to get one of those two answers?
Yes, of course.
Beautiful. Awesome. Well, Enos, talk with me a little bit. I mean, uh, real estate. I'm assuming this is something new for
Hmm.
you, correct?
Well, I've been looking into it for like more than a few years,
Yeah.
because I wanted to. I hate paying rent. Like that's my thing, and
Yeah.
I've been I've been trying to find ways to not pay rent for a while, and I didn't pay rent for a while because of my work. And now that I pay rent, I'm really looking for buying as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So I was looking to buy last year, and I didn't. I was waiting, and I was trying to wait to have more for the down payment,
Right.
um, because I want to buy in California near San Jose area. So that's where I'm looking to buy my first property. I want my
Okay.
first property to be where I live, but also where I rent. So I'm looking for like a 3 bedroom where I can rent the two other bedroom and live in one of them.
Okay.
So that's what I've been looking for, and I already like pre-qualified for the loan. So I'm already in the process of looking. I'm actually actively right now looking for houses,
Yeah.
and I've been talking to realtors and and the people who does the loan mortgage, where I've
Yeah.
been submitting my application and everything. So I'm right now I'm actively looking for my first property.
Okay.
In the future, I want to have. So in the future, I want to like have more of the burr, like how you call this, like
Yeah.
uh, where I buy a house that is cheaper and then I renew it, because I kind of want to switch to real estate, maybe not full time but like maybe part time,
Yeah.
in few years at least. um, so yeah, so the first rental for me, it's going to be my house, but also a source of revenue. And then from there, I'm hoping to gain more knowledge and like be able to start real estate, and like start finding burr properties and really do that as a job.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
100%. So you're in the position now where you're starting to look at multifamilies and you want to be able to house hack it for yourself, right? So you live in one of the units, you rent out the other units, and then in the future, you're looking to grow to the point where you build your real estate portfolio, and then you could focus on this part-time and have that extra income coming in, correct?
Yeah,
Okay. What's been, I
exactly.
mean, what's been holding you back the past, couple years with getting started with real estate, even on your own here?
So like I said, I was just waiting to have more for the down payment and like more saving. Uh,
Yeah,
just so now I feel more comfortable, to like if I have to buy right now, I feel more comfortable because I have more savings, and
yeah,
so I can put down payment and still have a little bit for myself.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense. What's the down payment that they're looking for, or what percentage for the homes you're looking at
Well, I'm looking to pay like 5% for it. That's my target.
right now?
Um, because I don't see why I would put 20%. I mean, unless there's a very valid reason why I need to put 20%, then I will do it.
Yeah.
But I'm looking to put 5%.
Beautiful. So that's really good. It's good that you come in here with that perspective, right? Because we've seen a lot of people come into this and, they're putting 25, 30, sometimes more percent down for a home, when realistically, if you find the right off-market deal, a good multifamily home, you get the right lender, the right private lender, I mean, we have students in California that are putting 0% down on a property, covers everything, plus the renovations as well. So, um, awesome. With that, why real estate? I know you're a product designer as of now. What
Yeah.
has you interested in going this path?
Um, because I really, I mean, I want to be free, and
Yeah,
I feel like the only way to be financially free is through real estate. Yeah, I don't really like to work and
yeah,
just like be kind of stagnant into this
yeah.
cycle of working and then getting money and then paying rent. Um, so yeah, that's
Okay.
I want to build wealth. I want to be financially free. Um, that's the main reasons. Yep.
Yeah. So how old are you, by the way?
27.
27. Okay, we're the same age. So, people who come into Springboard, right? It's usually two types of people. One, the people that are around 25 to 30, similar to us, and they realize, hey, I've worked this job the past 4 or 5 years, and this isn't it. I don't want to be doing this my entire life. So I want to set real estate up that way I could be free from that at some point, right?
Yeah.
That's the first half. The other half are people that are, they come in, they're ready 45, 50, 55 years old. They've worked this job for 20 years. They're close to retirement and they realize, hey, I'm not going to be able to retire and live comfortably unless I do something fast.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, it sounds like you're at the point where you realize, like, hey, you want to set this up for yourself. That way, at some point, you'll be free and just focus strictly on real estate. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, is this something you feel you're ready to take action on at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big thing with us, right? I mean, especially within Springboard, you know, you can meet with Thatch all the time, you could speak with him, but making sure that we bring in the right people who are taking action. You know, we have over 87% success rate with our students, meaning, you know, for the past 7 years that Thatch has been doing this mentorship, over 87% get into their first property by month 3 to month 5, right? But with anything, you know, if everything was easy, you know, real estate in specific, everybody would be doing it. So there is still a little bit of, you know, work and dedication that you need to have. That way you could take action and be able to reach those goals. So um, with that, I mean, what does time available look like for yourself on a weekly basis that you could dedicate towards real estate?
Um, like what time you said, or
Yeah, like how many hours a week just to look at properties and so forth.
oh, I don't know. It depends what time. I have a lot of time. I work, but I work remotely, so that's
Yeah.
mostly what I do. And on my end, I always look at properties. Like I'm always looking on Zillow, and I spend hours looking at it. So I would say maybe 20, I don't know, 15, 20 hours per week, even
Oh,
more.
wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I work remotely, so I have a lot of time to do that. That's another reason why I want to get into real estate is
Yeah.
um, I I mean I like my job, but I don't see myself doing that for too long.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. Okay, cool. And even with that, right, I'll let you know what we look at usually about 6 to 10 hours per week is a sweet spot with real estate. A lot of magic could happen with that. Of course, like anything, if you're able to give it a couple more hours, you know, you just speed up your process with succeeding with it. So um, you're in a good spot with that. It's looking at properties on Zillow and realtor.com. I mean, besides saving up for the down payment, right? Is there anything else that I guess it like strikes a little bit of fearfulness with you with investing into real estate or that's hold you back with the properties that you found?
No, I there's nothing really holding me back. So right now, I was just gonna get a car and start looking at properties.
Yeah,
And yeah, I mean, it's just like I just didn't do it, but
yeah,
I'm I'm actively looking right now. I guess I have like a target of buying for this summer.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, so that's just my target. I want to take my time, and I want to find the good, like the I want to just have more knowledge, I guess, and that's what I've been
yeah,
looking actively and looking at how much people rent a room, looking at how much the houses cost, and I've been kind of comparing houses and see how much I can rent the rooms. I've been making like calculations and like see how much like it will cost me per month, how much I will have to rent the room to make it back,
yeah.
etc. So I'm in the learning process still. So that's why I didn't buy yet because I'm still learning about it.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so the target for you is to get your first property this summer, which is really good. With that, it sounds like what you're looking for, right, is making sure that you pick the right property. So being able not only to find the right property, but being able to analyze it from every angle possible. That way you could predetermine, okay, this is a good deal that will be cash flowing. It's in the right market before you make a decision. Correct?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, beautiful. It's really good.
So
Right. With that, were you going to say something?
no, I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries. In regards to your goals here, let's get kind of to the good stuff here, Enos. You know, typically what we like to see for students, our student average by year 2 to year 3 is them sitting at anywhere from ten to $15,000 passive income per month from the real estate portfolio.
Yeah.
Right. Now, of course, we have students, they exceed those expectations. They want to be a bit more aggressive with their approach. Also, students want to be a bit more conservative as well. But in regards to your goals here, especially to set this up, that way you could focus more so on real estate, where would you want to see your portfolio?
Yeah, I mean, my first goal was like 10K per month, and I was looking. and it seems like for me in California, it would have like 6 to 7 properties to
Yeah.
gain about 10K per month.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's like that was just some calculation that I've made and some of my first goal that I was trying to see, but I still don't know. I need to learn more about
10K
mortgage.
per month. Yeah. It's 100% attainable, 10K a month, right? I mean, our typical students are usually getting into 2 or 3 properties a year, right? Reason being is you're able to utilize the equity that you build in your first property and then use that to get you to your next two, sometimes 3 properties within the same year.
Mm.
So, that's how we have students who are getting 2, 3 properties a year. So 10K per month is a healthy goal to have. Um, Now, is that like the end all be all for yourself with real estate, or are you looking to take this further beyond that?
That will depend. I haven't thought about it yet.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Reason being is, 10K a month, really good goal to have. That is, we have a lot of students who come into here with a lot bigger goals than that, right? I mean, I'll let you know the mentorship, it is a lifetime mentorship. So Thatch will be with you, working with you directly the next 2, 3, 4 years and so forth with helping you build out your portfolio. Um, but the good thing about goals, Enos, is once you hit them, you could always set a higher goal right
Yeah.
afterwards, right?
Yeah,
So
that's kind of what I do in my life. Is like I have the first goal, then when I achieve it, I get higher. I go to higher goals. So like that's why I set this first goal for me because it seems accessible, it seems attainable,
yeah,
in a short amount of time. Yeah.
beautiful. Well, Enos, with that, I mean, what are you looking for from Thatch? That way we can make sure you get to that goal of not only getting into your first property this summer, but also building up to 10K per month over the next couple of years.
Um, I guess I don't know guidance and um, mentorship.
Okay. Okay. So with that, right? I mean, it sounds like a little bit of everything. I understand real estate. You're coming very new into this. So you mentioned guidance. So the knowledge, what to do, what not to do, how to find these off market properties, how to get them below market value. We touched on how to analyze those properties from every angle possible so you could predetermine it's a good deal for making a decision. Also, financing and then renovations is a big thing as well for a lot of students. Uh,
Mm.
did I miss anything with that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, beautiful. Enos, what has you looking for? I mean, guidance and mentorship with real estate. Unfortunately, is one of those things where they don't really teach it in schools, right? So a lot of people have to learn through trial, through error. But the
Yeah.
thing with real estate is one small mistake could end up costing you 20, $30,000 if you hire the wrong contractor, over evaluate a property. Uh, what has you wanting to look for guidance from Thatch rather than just doing this on your own?
Um, well, like I said, like the first thing I wanted just to like schedule a call and with him. So um, I was not necessarily looking to get into the school, but but that's the only thing I found from Touch, and I've been following
Yeah,
him on Instagram, and just like listening to his advice um, and yeah, I'm not really scared of starting it on my own, and I'm actually doing it now.
yeah,
And I want to do it. So even if I'm not going, I'm not joining Tash in the school. I'm still gonna do it anyway. Um,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, do you see like even the risks with that, especially like buying a multifamily, adding renovations and so forth? Um, more so like, hey, you have a long-term goal with real estate, not necessarily getting one property. So, in a sense, having Thatch give you guidance with that over the years, it just not only speeds up the process to succeeding, but make sure you don't make any of those mistakes.
Yeah, I can see the benefits. But like so my first goal is to get a property that is ready to rent,
Yeah.
where I can live, and like, so there's no fear of getting the wrong contractors, because like, I want to do it as a process, and that's why I don't want to get the first burr right now,
Yeah.
because I want to get into real estate like small step. And I want to make small steps and learn um, on my own, and see how this world works, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Well, let me know, Enos. I mean, this isn't one of those things where it's high pressure. We do want to make sure we bring in the right students to be working with Thatch. Like, like I said, most of our students are getting 2 or 3 properties in their first year. And that's the goal and direction that we take you when you're working with Thatch directly. I mean, is this something that you're looking for help with right now, or more so, you're just focused on getting that one property and, doing that on your own?
Well, I don't know what you like, what you offer.
Yeah.
I didn't see much information of the school and what it offers, and like
Yeah.
how it would work with me. So I'm not sure. Like I say, I just wanted to schedule a call with Tash. Like that was my main goal at first. So, but I'm open to what you're offering.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just
Okay.
I just I just don't know about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, I get where you're coming from. I mean, I'm sure you can imagine Thatch is a very busy guy, which is why we have Springboard, where we bring in a handful of students. He works with them directly to help grow their portfolio. But with that, that's a big thing. And I mentioned this earlier, is we just want to make sure we're bringing in the right people as an action takers, right? Because at the end of the day, if someone isn't that serious about real estate, they start working with Hatch, they don't get results because they're not putting into work the guidance, the knowledge that they are getting. It makes us look bad in a sense, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, put it this way, like getting to that point of doing 10K per month, 10,000 per month through real estate, like being able to focus on this more so than your job in the future. I mean, how important of a goal is that for you if you were to put it like a 1 through 10 of importance?
Uh, no, it's like that's what I'm gonna do. Like um that's, I mean, that's not just like a goal. That's what I'm gonna do. Like that. I don't know how to explain it. I know I'm not
Yeah,
gonna stay at my job for forever. That's for
yeah,
sure. And I know I'm gonna buy a property. Like that's my first goal.
yeah,
And for this year, and I've been looking for doing it the past year. So um yeah, that's just what I'm gonna do. Like
okay,
I said, like even if I go to school or with or whatever you offering or not, I'm still gonna get the property. I know I've been talking to a lot of people, and I know a lot of people in real estate, and they all told me the same thing. Um, and everybody who is like older than 40s and didn't buy a house, they all tell me that they regret. So there's no really like doubts for me. I
yeah,
know that's what I'm going to do,
yeah,
because there's there's no really secret in real estate, and we all know that buying is a good is a good option.
yeah,
So yeah, that's for sure.
yeah, okay. 100%. Have you ever seen that podcast? If you watch real estate, you may have Bigger Pockets.
Bigger pockets?
Have you ever seen that podcast? It's a real estate podcast.
No, I have never seen it.
Okay. Yeah. I saw an episode the other day. I think it was, I forgot who was on it speaking, but he mentioned a good thing. He said, best time to purchase real estate was 10 years ago, right? But
Mhm.
10 years from today, you'll be looking back and you'll be saying the best time to purchase real estate was today,
Yeah,
right? So,
exactly.
yeah, a lot of people think it's about timing the market when realistically it's about time in the market with real
Mm.
estate. So just reminding me on what you said. But beautiful. I mean, at this point, I do have just a couple more qualifying questions. So bear with me here. And it's just to make sure we're not pulling in the wrong people to be working with Thatch. And um, with that, I know you're based out of San Francisco. What's your credit score look like for getting into your first property here?
What is my credit score?
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know. They give me different scores sometimes,
Yeah,
but sometimes it gives me 700. Sometimes it gives me 670, 660. Um, but I don't think it's lower than 60, 600, 600. Sorry,
yeah.
660. Yeah, I don't think it's
700.
lower. Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I said I don't think it's lower than 600.
Yeah. It's not bad at
Mm,
all, right? I mean, what we look for, it's around that 700 credit score range. That's really the sweet spot. And, if you're at 670, it's pretty easy to raise it to that 700 mark. But that's just for
yeah.
the sake of being able to get a good loan, get a good interest rate, and so forth. So you're in a good spot with that. We touched on the hours you have for real estate. So that's good. What about as far as savings? What have you been able to save and set to the side for getting into your first property?
Yeah, I have like 50,000 saves. Yeah.
So that's really good. Typical students, I'll let you know, they're usually coming into this real estate. It's not one of those things where you need $100,000 saved to start getting your first two or three properties. If you find the right off-market deal, even if it's a multifamily turnkey property, and you find the right private lender, I mentioned this earlier, you could find a loan and get 0% down on the property. So typical students are coming into this with around that $15,000 to $25,000 saved for getting into their first property.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I wanted to have a little bit more just
Yeah,
because I also want to buy like two properties. So I feel like even with 60, if I get the first one, I could maybe buy another one right after. So if
100%.
I put 5% down on one property and everything is going well with the rent, I can get another one. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. With that, I mean, it gets you into your next two properties, definitely. And then even being able to utilize the equity from your first property for your next couple deals, it's like, hey, you'll be using even less of what you have saved. So you're in a really good spot.
Yeah,
Um,
and it looks like the prices are down like compared to last year,
right,
um, from what I've seen. So that's why I want to do it this year because the prices are not that bad.
yeah,
At least where I'm looking for.
yeah, exactly. As when interest rates are higher, the prices of properties are lower. As interest rates go down over the next year, the value of the properties will go up, meaning you could easily get a property now. It's a great time, refinance it, right? Your interest rate will drop, then the value of your property goes up. So,
Mm,
um,
that
beautiful.
makes
Enos,
sense.
I'm excited. You're in a really good spot for yourself. I mean, your credit score is really good. You have more than enough save for getting into your first couple properties. Um, at this point, I would love to just give you a breakdown of the mentorship, what it looks like working with Thatch and so forth, as long as that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
How old are you? You 27 too?
27. Yeah.
Mm.
How do I look?
You look young, but um,
So do
yeah.
you. So, yeah, I'll take it these days. I think the older you get, when I was younger, I used to dislike hearing that I look young, and I'm sure you used to get the same. But then as you get older and people say that to you, you're like, you know what? I'll take it if I look young.
Yeah.
So,
When people ask for my ID, I feel good.
yeah, 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 100%. Well, beautiful. Well, Enos, I'll give you a breakdown of everything. I've been taking notes throughout this. It's up to you if you'd like to, but if you need to stop me, if you have questions, just let me know. Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful. Now, Enos, the mentorship here, it is best broken up into three parts, what Thatch does here within Springboard. That wraps up discovery and transition. Now I am transitioning into the pitch, which is what you're about to see now. And also, you guys, I deserve a smack on the wrist for this. I am 25, not 27. I don't know why in the conversation I felt that if I gave a younger age, she would take me less seriously on the call. And truthfully, she wouldn't have. She probably would have said, damn, you're young, and then just continued forward with the conversation. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I could share, I guess, not only my wins with you guys, but also my faults. If I could say one thing for anyone watching this, running an SMMA or in sales, be authentically you. Be unapologetically yourself. It'll take you so much further, and there's no reason for it. In fact, I used to work with a closer at Gym Launch. His name was Jacob Hopkins. He's a good friend of mine. He is now the sales director at acquisition.com for Alex Hermosi. And he was 20 years old closing at the time, closing 40, 50 years olds, 50-year-olds. And he used to get that question all the time. How old are you? You know, and he still closed a ton of deals. So yeah, hopefully that story means something to you. But yeah, now I am transitioning into the pitch, and I'm gonna skip the pitch, you guys. Reason being, truthfully, I don't want to get my ass chewed out by Thatch if he sees this. I also don't think it'll be a ton of value for you guys, so I'm gonna get straight into the close. She did give me a couple objections that I got over to get to the close. So yeah, let's jump into it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Perfect. Well, Enos, I mean, what is most important to me here? One, making sure you have all the information and clarity you need. But two, I mean, do you feel this is what can get you to the point of not only getting into your first property, but also being able to do this long term for yourself, getting into a couple deals this year, building up to 10K per month?
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes me more comfortable for sure. I feel like that would make me more comfortable doing
Yeah.
it, having the mentorship and everything. Even though like I am a very like not giving up person, and
Yeah.
everything I've done has always been on my own, and I've never been really scared of doing it. And when I was starting to look into real estate, I'm like, it's okay, even if I make mistakes, I'm going to learn from it, because that's what I've learned everything in my life. So that's kind of the first time I'm doing something like that that seems more safe, but obviously real estate is much bigger.
Yeah.
It's on a much bigger scale. So that seems comforting.
Well, beautiful. Well, Ines, I mean, I love it. You have I mean, like I said, if you weren't a good fit, we wouldn't have made it this far in the conversation here. I mean, you have a good credit score as of now, a good amount of money saved for getting into a couple properties this year. So, I mean, I would love to extend an invitation here. Um, I do want to break down like what everything looks like, as far as onboarding and so forth. And I mean, Enos, like any good education here, there is a price, right? I mean, good news is we're not here looking for percentages of the deals that Thatch helps you with. Like I mentioned, this is a lifetime mentorship. It is 100% tax deductible as well because we are an education company. So you get a rebate on your taxes since we are education. With that, I mean, the typical price for the mentorship is $11,000 for lifetime. Now, what Thatch did in that webinar that we touched on, he did open up 20 seats and he is offering a $3,000 action based discount, which brings it down to 8,000 for lifetime. And that will be,
8,000.
yeah, yeah. That will be for lifetime of not only the entire mentorship, the education platform, all future updates that we do, lifetime access to working with Thatch and his team, being able to contact him and have his guidance over the next years, meet with him on coaching calls, and then lifetime access to entire network that we are able to build your dream team of contractors, renovation groups, property management companies, and so forth. The only limitation you have after year one, right? Like I said, we focus on the students coming into this. So after year one, you are able to meet with Thatch once per month, right? Now, let's say, Enos, maybe you start a new project for yourself. Maybe it's a commercial building or an apartment complex. So you would like to utilize Thatch's consultation on a more frequent basis. You could pay $199 a month, right? It's a subscription. You could turn it off whenever you want,
come in, start meeting with Thatch more regularly, have him help you with that new project. Once you have the help you need, just turn that off and, continue marching forward. So,
So what is the 199 a month
yeah, that is after year one, right? So,
after
you're,
year one?
mhm, yeah,
Mm,
and it's an option. So after year one, you'll be meeting with Thatch once per month instead
mm.
of weekly throughout the week,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Does that make sense?
What, like in a group still, right?
Yes. So still in a setting, a group setting here, but starting off every Tuesday and Thursday, you'll be able to meet with Thatch after year one. It's once per month. Now, reason being is we do want to make sure, like you mentioned earlier, hey, the people coming in new to this that don't have 10 or 15 properties are the ones getting that help from Thatch. But let's say a year from now, 2 years from now, you start a new project, it's something brand new to you, like an apartment building. You could pay that 199 to meet with Thatch twice per week again. That way you could
Mm.
get his consultation for the month and just turn it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, beautiful. All right. Well, with that being said, Enos, you would I know you're gonna do well here. So I would love to extend an invitation to the family here. I mean, what are your thoughts? Do you accept my invitation?
I don't know. 8,000 is, I mean, it's a lot of money. I feel like that's money I can put in a property.
Yeah.
Um, what is the next invitation?
So our classes start this next Tuesday, and actually on Thursday, we'll have an introductory class where you'll be able to meet with Thatch and come in. So technically, classes start this Thursday, right?
Okay.
And Ines, I'll also understand, like, at the end of the day, no one's excited about spending money, right? I mean, good news is you're in a really good spot right now to where you have more than enough saved to get into your first couple properties. It's just making sure you have one, we help you find those right off market deals. We could connect you with the right financing options. That way you could put as low as 0% down. Just making sure you have the right guidance to be able to do this long term for yourself, right?
Yeah.
So,
And what time is it on Thursday and Tuesday?
so on Thursdays, it'll be 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
Tuesdays, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. And we do
8,
record every single session.
8:30 a.m. on Tuesdays and 11:30 on Wednesday, on Thursday.
Exactly.
Okay. And it's a 1 hour session?
No, I mean, sometimes, depending on how many questions you have, how much in detail you want to go with that, those classes will go up to 2 hours, sometimes a little bit more. So,
Okay. Okay.
what are your thoughts here? Are we ready to get rolling, get everything set up for you?
I don't know. Can I think about it? Can I have some time to think about it?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I mean, is it more so like a little bit of, I don't know, nervousness, like starting something new or spending that amount or uh
No, I'm gonna be honest. It's really just the amount.
yeah,
um,
yeah,
I everything that you described like sounds very good, and it sounds like aligned with my goals, and I would love to learn everything about
yeah,
that. Um, it's just that, I mean, $8,000. And I understand the value is, I believe the value is more.
yeah,
And I know, and I've been following Tash for a long time, and I know, like, even his videos are more useful than
yeah,
any books sometimes. So I understand. I just, yeah, I want to make the right decision. And I want to see, because it's still $8,000, and that's still money I can put on a property. Um,
yeah,
so yeah, I don't know. I just, yeah, can I have maybe 1 day or 2 day to think about it, and I can talk to I can talk to some friends about it and see what they think.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. No, I get where you're coming from, Enos, and I'm really definitely not the type of person that, like, whether you move forward with Springboard or not, it really does not affect me on my end. Only theme Thatch did request is just to not hold any spots or positions available, just because he wants everyone to book the call, just to have equal opportunity to be a part of the team here. But big thing I do want you to see in that sense. I mean, I understand 8K, $8,000 may be a lot starting off, or kind of a big jump. But I mean, even just with hiring any contractors, the value is there, let alone, right? I mean, you try and hire the wrong contract on your end, they overquote you, you know, that'll cost you an extra 10 or $15,000 alone, right?
Yeah.
Aside from that, I do want to let you know our average student after the first Burr deal, after they refinance that deal, they have over $110,000 worth of equity that they have to now play with to get into their next couple properties, right? So, I mean, put it this way, like, if you could put $8,000 into a stock, right, and you understood, hey, this will turn into well over $100,000 6 to 8 months from now. I mean, would that be something that you do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
Is there any way we can do 6,000?
I mean, listen, I 100% would if it was in my power. Trust me. I When I joined, I paid 7,000 to get in. At this point, the price has gone up to 11. We are giving that action-based discount. Um, I mean, Enos, how about this? I know you'll see the value in this right away, especially with that first call with Thatch. I mean, what we can do, why don't we just split that 8,000 in half, put it at 4,000, right? You have a money back guarantee within the program. So you'll be able to come in, meet with Thatch, see everything, all the value that you're getting. That second payment, I mean, we could just worry about it a month from now or so forth.
And um okay, but there's no way to like um to get down at least to 7,000 for the full payment?
No, I mean, typically it's 11,000, right? I mean, it was just with that webinar that Thatch is giving that discount, right? But I mean, big thing, right? The difference between 7 and 8,000, it's $1,000, right? I don't want you to allow that to hold you back from, all the things that you're getting here that will take you to that goal of getting your next couple properties this year.
Okay. Um okay. Well, yeah, 4,000 like upfront, that seems more reasonable for me to start with.
All right. Well, Ines, are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm just I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah. Well, beautiful. Well, I know you do well. Enos, we'll see each other at one of our student meetups here soon. I always tell students after property number 3, you have to send me a bottle of wine. So I know how everything works. So I have no issue saying that. But beautiful. I mean, Enos, next steps, very simple. Like, I'm going to get you logged into our student platform. I want to give you a tour of everything, right?
Yeah.
Just make sure you understand everything A through Z. We'll get you scheduled for a one-on-one coaching call as well. So you'll have a one-on-one onboarding call with your coach Yasmin, and then you'll be good to go to meet with Thatch this Thursday. So beautiful.
Yeah,
All right. So
that's exciting, and I do like want to start right away because I'm already in the process. So if that can accelerate, that's even better.
beautiful. Beautiful. Well, let's do this really quick. What's the best number for Thatch to contact you on? And then also, whenever you're ready here for card info, I could type that in on my end, Enos.
Uh, for the 4,000,
Yes.
I need to move some money. I don't think I have 4,000 to.
Okay, that's
to to do it now.
no, that's fine. I mean, I do need to type up this email for you, so you could do that, and then I'll get your account ready to go.
Yeah, I
Um,
need to move money, and it's gonna probably take few days. I mean,
okay,
usually it takes 1 to 2 days. I never keep like more than 5,000 in my checking.
yeah,
um, so yeah.
okay, no worries. I mean, only thing I don't want you to like at least miss out on the discount and so forth. I mean, is that like the only option? We do accept, credit or any other option that's best on your end.
I will, yeah, I think the earliest it will be tomorrow. I'm sorry, my credit doesn't allow me more. I never put too much of a limit on my credit
Yeah.
cards for the and yeah, I need to move it from my saving. And
Okay.
so I'm gonna do it now, and it usually takes one day, so I think I can do it tomorrow, if that's
Yeah.
okay. I don't have any options.
Okay. Well, let me know. I mean, I do want to like take a step back besides, the payment and so forth. Like, is this something you're confident on wanting to move forward with Springboard, working with Thatch and so forth?
Um, yeah, that's what it's just that I don't have I was not ready to get to pay $4,000 right now.
I know, I get it. No worries. I mean, why don't we do this? At least so you don't miss out on the discount and so forth and the spots we have. Um, I mean, what are you working with? I know you need a transfer for tomorrow. That's fine. What are you working with as of now?
Was what did you say?
What are you working with as of now, as far as like, I guess the limit you have on your card and so forth here?
What are my what? Sorry.
No, you're good. I was asking, I understand like you need to transfer it for tomorrow, which is okay. Uh, at least so you don't miss out on the discount and the spots that we have, and so I could help you get logged in and so forth. What are you working with as of now? As in, like, what do you have in your bank, or what's your limit on your card?
Oh, okay. I think I can do like 2,000. Would that work?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, let's do that. The 2000 will get you logged in. We'll still go through everything, and then tomorrow we could just set up a time to chat for the remaining. So,
Okay.
um,
That's
so
yeah, I can do 2,000 right now. Five,
okay.
4.
Okay, you guys, that wraps up the sales call. Stay focused, guys. Um, I got the price wrong. I closed her for 2K and then she paid the remaining 6K at the end of the week. So it was a good call. One thing I felt like I could have done better on the call was not utilize a payment plan to get the close. I think I could have handled her true objection a little bit better. That way she could have paid the whole thing at once. Let alone she still paid the entire thing within a week, which is good. And yeah, that's how you handle a cold lead and turn them in a buying state. So let me know if this was helpful for you guys. And yeah, that's it. Bye.